You spend years mastering a free video editing app, and then boom, all of a sudden, every single useful feature gets put behind a paywall. Now you're forced to hunt for an alternative unless you want a massive logo setting in the corner of your video. Every beginner creator knows CapCut. It was long touted as the king of free video editing, but they just quietly dropped an update that officially changes everything. And not in a good way. Look at the player window on the screen right now. There's now a CapCut watermark baked directly in the video canvas. And the second you click remove, it hits you with a purple pro diamond. So it's official. CapCut is no longer a free video editor. If you're ready to ditch the surprise paywall for good, here are the 6 best and truly free video editors. 0 watermark, 0 hidden export fees, and enough power to handle everything from quick shorts to full YouTube documentaries. For every software, I'm breaking down the core features, what to expect before you hit download, and most importantly, how likely that app is to stay free on the long term, so you don't get trapped twice. Let's get into it. First up, Shotcut. And fun fact, this was actually the first video editing software I ever used back when I was starting out. The main reason I picked it up, it's 100% free and open source. It has stayed free for over 20 years since it first launched. There are 0 hidden paywalls, no forced subscriptions, and no watermarks on your exports. You can grab it directly for Windows, Mac, or Linux without spending a dime. If you're editing on an older computer or a budget laptop that stutters on heavy software, Shotcut is the ultimate fix. It's super lightweight, but it handles full 4K and even 8K resolution, though 8K will obviously need a faster processor and plenty of RAM to run without lag. Shotcut uses a filter-based workflow, and it usually packs a legit color grading engine. You get proper fairway color wheels for your shadows, midtones, and highlights, plus professional scopes like waveform, RGB parade, and vector scope to help fine-tune your visuals. And the best part? It's a full non-linear editor. That's just a fancy way of saying you get a proper multi-track timeline where you can stack your clips, audio, and graphics in whatever order you want. Now, the one catch with Shotcut, it doesn't come loaded with fancy AI tools like auto captions or background removal. Though, let's be real, CapCut locked all of those features behind the paywall anyway. My main issue with Shotcut though is the text. There are pretty much 0 animated text presets, unlike CapCut. And that is where Davinci Resolve comes in. Now, even though I mostly talk about CapCut on this channel, Davinci Resolve is what I actually use for all my professional client work that requires high-end color grading and motion graphics. Now, it has a steeper learning curve than CapCut, but it is 100% worth it if you want to truly level up your editing skills. Many years ago, the software cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, but in June 2011, Blackmagic Design introduced a free tier called Davinci Resolve Lite. Now, they still offer a paid studio version with niche AI and studio features, but the free version has 0 watermarks, 0 export fees, and lets you export up to 4K at 60 frames per second. For 99% of creators, the free version gives you professional audio tools and industry standard color grading without costing a single dime. The other catch with Davinci Resolve, besides a steep learning curve, is that it demands actual hardware muscle. Unlike CapCut, which can run on almost anything, Resolve requires real computer specs. You need a 64-bit operating system with at least 16GB of RAM, 32GB if you plan on using the Fusion Motion Graphics tab, a dedicated GPU with 2 to 4GB of video RAM minimum, and a fast SSD for media storage. If you try running Davinci Resolve on an entry-level computer with integrated graphics, it is going to stutter and freeze. If your machine can handle it, there is no better free editor on the planet. And here's why. The community around Davinci Resolve is exploding right now. It's actually the fastest growing desktop video editor. You can find hundreds of free plugins, macros, and motion graphics templates created by other editors to help you get started fast. Plus, the built-in text presets and Fusion titles give you way more deep customization control than CapCut's locked down options ever offered. Kdenlive. If you've ever used Adobe Premiere Pro or older versions of Final Cut, opening Kdenlive will instantly feel like home. It is modeled directly after industry standard non-linear editors using the 4 quadrants layout. You get your project bin in the top left and an effects and properties panel, a dedicated program monitor in the top right, and a solid multi-track timeline spanning across the entire bottom. Kdenlive comes packed with built-in presets for effects and color correction. Plus, you can download additional free community created transitions, templates, effects, and more directly from the KDE store. Now, let's look at the long-term trust factor. Kdenlive is widely considered the king of free open source video editing, but more importantly, it has stayed completely free ever since it was first launched way back in 2002. That is over 2 decades of a proven track record. Because it's 100% open source and community maintained, there are no corporate investors willing to flip a switch and put features behind a paywall. As long as the software exists, it will stay free. However, there are a few caveats to keep in mind. Hardware and GPU acceleration aren't as aggressive as what you'd get in Premiere or Resolve. Therefore, if you stack heavy effects or throw high-resolution 4K footage onto the timeline, you might experience timeline lag. So, to get smooth playback and scrubbing on modest or mid-range hardware, you'll definitely need to rely on proxy clips. Kdenlive does come with basic AI tools like text-to-speech, but I must warn, if you're going from CapCut to Kdenlive, you won't find the user interface as intuitive. If you want a sleek, modern timeline that feels the closest to CapCut, this is the huge contender. VN gives you full access to multi-track editing, precise keyframing, speed curves, and special effects without throwing a paywall in your face every time you click a basic tool. When it comes to the free tier, there are 0 watermarks on your exports and no annoying resolution caps on standard edit. The only real limitation is a 100% active project limit on the free version, which, let's be real, is way more than enough unless you're hoarding unrendered drafts. There's a VN Pro subscription, but it's strictly optional for extra cloud storage, extra stock assets, and AI credits. You don't need it at all for standard editing. Now let's look at the long-term trust factor. VN has managed to stay completely free ever since it first launched back in May 2018. That's over 7 years of clean track record. But the real question is 7 years of being free enough for you to dedicate the next 2 years of your life mastering it? We've seen it happen time and time again. As soon as an app's user base skyrockets, company executives love to flip the switch and change their business model overnight. VN is one of the most reliable options on this list right now, but deciding whether to fully trust it for the long haul is a choice you'll have to make. You can download the native desktop application directly from the Apple Mac App Store. It runs smoothly on Intel and Apple Silicon chips. A dedicated desktop version is also available for Windows 10 and newer. You can download the setup file directly through the official VN download page. I'll leave the link in the description. Next up is ClipChamp. Founded back in 2013 as a paid tool, Microsoft acquired it in 2021 and made it the default built-in editor for Windows 11. If you're on a Mac or an older version of Windows, there is also a web version that works almost identically. Now, here's the major technical catch you need to know before using it. ClipChamp is a progressive web app. Even when you install it as a desktop application, on Windows, it operates as a cloud-based tool. That means an active internet connection is 100% mandatory. The app requires internet to authenticate your account, loads timeline tools, fetch stock assets, and auto-sync your project files to OneDrive. If your Wi-Fi drops mid-edit, the preview player will freeze. In that sense, it's very similar to how CapCut relies on live connection to load presets and templates. Functionally, if you've ever used CapCut online, you'll feel right at home. It's a full non-linear editor, so you can stack up clips, audio, text, and graphics across multiple layers to build high production edits. The free tier gives you full access to all core tools, including auto captions and image background removal for free. A free tier exports max out at 1080p HD. Paid tier $11.99 unlocks 4K UHD exports and premium stock assets. Note, if you're already subscribed to Microsoft 365, Personal, or Family, these premium features are all included at no extra cost. As for the long-term trust factor, Microsoft has kept ClipChamp 1080p tier watermark free ever since they bought it. However, because it's entirely cloud-based and controlled by a major tech corporation, you are always at the mercy of platform updates. It's a solid option today, but only time will tell if those export limits stay as generous. Next up, iMovie. If you're already logged into the Apple ecosystem, iMovie is more than enough to handle basic edits. It's the ultimate starter tool for stitching together quick montage, family vlogs, or straightforward YouTube videos. Even though it's designed to be simple, it's still a non-linear editor, meaning you can play around with text templates, basic audio fades, and video overlays. The best part, iMovie is 100% free, comes pre-installed on Mac, and is practically guaranteed to stay free forever. But there are two major caveats you need to know about. First, iMovie has almost completely ignored modern AI. It lacks smart automation like auto captions, text-based editing, one-click background removal, or AI noise reduction. Second, the timeline is strictly capped at just 2 video tracks. So if you're used to CapCut where you can stack 5 layers of overlays and B-roll, iMovie will feel very restrictive very fast. If you are a beginner who nails your lighting and audio on camera and just needs clean, straightforward cuts, iMovie is completely fine. But if you rely on heavy overlays or fast AI workflows, you'll outgrow it pretty quickly. Drop a comment down below and let me know which free app you're planning to use. And let me know if you want to see me do a full walkthrough video on it. Mr. Matek here. I'll see you in the next one.